Mrs. Noye Saludo urges women to lead social change. ABS partners with Descendants Fortune for Christmas Village in Oka. Nigeria Armed Forces reaffirm commitment to security. Russia, Ukraine exchange 84 prisoners of war. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Do remember that emergency numbers to call are 511 and 0800 220-0008. And just a reminder that ABS TV is now live on cable free-to-air channel. Join us. My name is Priska Wanko, and now the details of the news. Anambra governor's wife, Mrs. Noye Saludo, has called on women to stop embracing Western cultures that do not support their indigenous sociocultural philosophies, which entrench peace in families and societies. The governor's wife stated this while addressing Anambra women at this year's annual Women's Health Summit held in Oka. The summit was attended by women leaders from communities, religious denominations, political parties, markets, and pressure groups in the state. According to Mrs. Saludo, people's indigenous culture is unique, given that it clearly specifies marital roles in homes, where a man is naturally seen as the head, while the woman plays the role of the helper. Addressing women, Mrs. Saludo bemoaned the fast rise in cases of violence against women in the homes and observed that most of the cases arise from headship supremacy wars and disrespect for one another. The governor's wife also spoke on women and children's health, emphasized the need for mothers to embrace exclusive breastfeeding as the greatest gift they can give to their newborn, explaining that there are enough nutrients for the growth of the baby in breast milk than in the synthesized baby foods sold in the markets. The Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, has signed a memorandum of understanding with Descendants Fortune Investment Limited to host a Christmas village at the station's corporate headquarters in Oka this December. Correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo reports that speaking shortly after the signing ceremony, the managing director of ABS, Mr. Christopher Moloku, expressed delight over the partnership. He noted that the events will keep Anambra entertained throughout the festive period and added that it aligns with Governor Chukwuma Saludo's vision of making Anambra a destination where people can work, relax, and enjoy, rather than a departure lounge.
That the event will keep Anambra entertained throughout the festive period, and added that it aligns with Governor Chukwuma Soludo's vision of making Anambra a destination where people can walk, relax, and enjoy, rather than a departure lounge.
The Anambra Christmas Village, the Anambra Broadcasting Service will be providing these facilities. We do hope that with this strategic collaboration, both sides benefit.
On his part, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Descendants Fortune Investment Limited, Mr. Prince Okafor, explained that the Christmas Village is designed to entertain residents and keep the state vibrant during the Yuletide. He emphasized that the event is free for all participants, as the company has no intention of making financial gains from attendees. Mr. Okafor encouraged Anambra to take part in the event, revealing that it will run from December 12th, 2025 to January 12th, 2026.
In the village, you're going to have a big stage where music performances, drama, comedy will be happening. Each local government in Anambra State will have a day in which they will showcase their tradition, their food, their wealth, their dance, what makes that local government.
In Oka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
Some patients recently gathered at Ozala Primary Health Center in Sofia to access free medical care from the Marcel Fomata Foundation MOF. Gabe Alokwe reports.
The chairman of the foundation, Dr. Marcel Ofomata, represented by his daughter, Ms. Adobe Ofomata, explained that the event marked the foundation's 10th anniversary of compassionate service to the people of Iswafia, Nanka, and Ibuhu. He noted that the foundation has treated more than 30,000 patients across the 3 communities, performed over 10,000 surgeries, and provided free diagnostic and vaccinations for maternal care, eye care, and other chronic conditions.
He understands his purpose to give back to his community, to enhance the health of his people and the state, Anambra state, and the village as well. 300 to 500 surgeries have been done successfully in Marcel Ofomata Foundation.
The medical director of the foundation, Mrs. Ekaite Onanam, said the program has consistently been held twice yearly over the past 10 years, adding that no mortality has been ever recorded since the inception of the mission.
God has always been by our side. We have never had mortality doing surgical procedures and no complication. Everyone that has surgery always go home healthy and sound. Master has really been, putting in a lot of resources to make sure that everybody is well taken care of.
Some of the beneficiaries, Mrs. Mwakego Orabuchi and Mrs. Eunice Nkeme, expressed their gratitude to the foundation for providing free medical care, praying for God's continued blessing on the foundation.
Still to come on the news tonight, Nigeria's armed forces reaffirm commitment to security. Russia, Ukraine exchanged 84 prisoners of war. The news returns after this timeout. Stay tuned.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is here. Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire. At 7 p.m., all cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.
Start your day and have a good time. Keep on cream. Oh, where you need to have the break time. Keep on cream. It's not tea or Margarita. Keep on creamer.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is here. Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire. At 7 p.m., all cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.
You're welcome back to the news. Nigeria's armed forces have reiterated their determination to tackle prevailing security challenges across all theaters of operation, pledging to sustain the efforts will eventually rid the nation of criminality. Princess A.P. Ajide reports.
What transpired within the week.
Speaking during a media briefing, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Marcus Kangie, stressed that coordinated operations in different areas of responsibility are crucial to the overall success of national security campaigns. He acknowledged that while results may not be immediate, continued pressure on criminal elements will yield the desired outcome. Addressing concerns about recent demonstrations and alleged welfare issues among troops, the Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tuko Gusau, disclosed that the Chief of Defense Staff recently convened a high-level meeting chaired by a retired Air Commodore and facilitated by the Ministry of Defense to address soldiers' welfare.
We are here yesterday afternoon. They had a meeting with CDS and modalities are being worked out on how to address the welfare needs of our veterans.
Everybody with phone in his hand, mobile phone, Android phone, is a potential source of information to the whole world. But we can tell you that the military is not engaged in any extrajudicial killing in the southeast.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
On the foreign scene, Russia and Ukraine have exchanged 84 prisoners, each on both sides. This is the latest in a series of swaps that has seen hundreds of POWs released so far this year. The exchange came on the eve of a high-level summit between Russian President Vladimir Putin and U.S. counterpart Donald Trump in Alaska. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said on social media that among the exchanged prisoners are both military personnel and civilians, some of whom had been held by the Russians since 2014, 2016, and 2017. The Russian Defense Ministry said on Telegram that the United Arab Emirates has mediated the exchange and that the released Russian personnel were receiving psychological and medical assistance. For Sports News Today, the Director General of the National Sports Commission, Bukola Olopade, has suspended the Nigeria Boxing Federation elections to ensure due process and allow proper participation of all stakeholders in the electoral process. Olopade made the swift response in addressing the perceived anomalies leading to the now postponed NBF elections. The suspension followed widespread disbelief amongst boxing stakeholders after a timetable was released for the polls, with less than a 48-hour window for aspirants to complete their nomination forms and screening processes. This directive was adhered to by the Nigeria Boxing Federation General Secretary and members of the Electoral Committee, who later announced in a statement that the elections have been postponed by 3 weeks. The communique also urged all stakeholders to remain on high alert for a new date, which will be communicated in the coming days. Remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world via our website on www.absradiotelevision.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on ABS Radio Television. Follow us on our social media handles at ABS Radio Television. On Facebook, it's Anambra Broadcasting Service. On Instagram and on X at ABS Radio TV. And to end the news tonight, a recap of the main points. Mrs. Nonya Saludo has urged women to lead moral, social, and change in homes and communities. ABS partners with Descendants Fortune for Christmas Village in Oka. Nigeria's armed forces have reaffirmed commitment to national security. Russia, Ukraine have exchanged 84 prisoners of war. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Do remember, the emergency numbers to call are 511 and 0800-220-0008. ABS TV is now live on cable free-to-air channel. Join us. And that ends the evening news at this time, as edited by Ijoma Wanya and the production team. My name is Priska Wanko. Good evening, and do have a wonderful night rest.